No Man's Sky is a video game that is associated with being really bad. When the game launched, it didn't go so well. The studio rushed production on the game, and the hype behind it didn't benefit the game. People were mad because they paid $60 for a game that wasn't finished, and the game, silently, with a very small dedicated community, recovered from this disaster. And now the game is better than ever. I would say it's one of the best sci-fi games that was ever made. So how did Hello Games do it? What changed their minds? What they wanted to save? The game, or was it for the money? Or for the love for the game, or for the community? Today, I'm going to be talking about how Hello Games saved themselves from the biggest disaster in gaming history and made a complete comeback like absolute legends. Sean is an interesting fellow. He created a gaming studio called Hello Games, which is responsible for No Man's Sky, and I would say he's a one-man show and a very big introvert. But besides that, he and his team did the impossible. When the game was released, Sean didn't talk to any press over the next 2 years of the game's release. That's understandable. He and his team were focused on fixing the game and make it an even better. At the beginning, the internet harassed Sean and his studio and his team. The studio was harassed because they showed something that wasn't finished yet, and people got mad very quickly and really fast. The internet is really good at knowing when somebody has made a mistake, says Murray. It's not necessarily the best at determining the most appropriate response, but it's really good at knowing when somebody has messed up. I find it really personal and I don't have any advice for dealing with it, he says, but being involved in death threats, bomb threats sent to his studio and harassed of his people who worked at Hello Games is the most degenerate thing you can do of all things. This is a fucking video game. I understand that fans and the customers were mad, but sending death threats and bomb threats to somebody's workplace is so fucked up, and you have no life if you're really doing that. I understand that people were mad, but you can't be this mad to send somebody a death threat. And Sean and his small studio, instead of giving up and disappearing off of the map, Murray and his studio decided to double down on No Man's Sky. Keep working on it and to concentrate on what people who are actually playing it wanted, rather than the people who were furious about it and didn't even play the game. Sean is really a man of commitment and sheer fucking will. This is the best game developer I've seen, that he fixed his game and then later he was a massive success, his team, his studio, and the game itself. No Man's Sky is much more than another sci-fi game. No Man's Sky is an experience. The world truly sinks you in if you wanted to the multiplayer, to the outer space, the planets. You really discover something unique. Not many studios can go through all of that, and they're doubling down and fixing the game. It really takes some serious balls to do all of that, which Sean and his team did. Personally, I kinda see it like this. Two choices. One, get rid of the game, or two, fix your game and get your community back and improve over time. Hello Games has only one focus right now: No Man's Sky. A studio doesn't need to be making 20 games at once. It can simply do one and be successful. Hello Games is a rare studio who made a name for themselves for making a game that can come back from the dead. And all the new updates they have been rolling out have all been bangers. Not a single miss. And comment down below which studio did the same as Hello Games.